A very hot topic, or a trendy topic, if you will, is performance in this hobby, right? We want our fragrances to perform. We want them to last. Sometimes we want them to shout and announce our presence. Beast mode, right, is what I'm referring to there. Well, I'm not really talking about beast mode fragrances today. I am more focused in this video of talking about longevity. Long-lasting fragrances, though these are not the only long-lasting fragrances in my collection, right? I have very many long-lasting fragrances within my collection here. I just wanted to highlight 10, right? Maybe you're new, maybe you just landed on my page for the first time and you want to discover some things, or you want to hear what I have to talk about when it comes to this topic, then this is going to be a great reference for you. And to you that are returning, you just like hearing me discuss fragrances, and I appreciate that. Listen, like I was saying before, we like to feel that return on our investment, and oftentimes performance does play a key factor, though I don't think it should be the ultimate deciding factor. Of course, smell is the most important, right? I have 10 great smelling fragrances here that I'm going to pass along as recommendations to you all that are definitely going to, at least minimum, get you through an entire 8-hour workday. So if you want to see what's on the list today, then stay tuned. Oh, before we cue the intro, enjoy the new intro. Let me know what your thoughts are below on this new intro. Stay tuned. Welcome back, all. My name is Dave. On this channel, I discuss fragrance and grooming. If that is content that you are interested in, I kindly invite you to join this family that we've created here by subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to leave me a like and drop some comments on the video today, as I like engaging with you and hearing from you all. I appreciate it all in advance. With that all said and out of the way, let's get it. The first fragrance that I'm going to be speaking about on this list actually is the freshest of the bunch that I have here for you today. I get all day performance, at least 10 hours plus with this one. I spray it liberally. Admittedly, it's not a projection monster, but man, is the scent beautiful. From Cult of Kaori, this is Ensemble Mineral. My God, what a beautiful fresh fragrance this is. You have lychee in here with some mandarin, a hot steam accord, oh, so gorgeous, along with mineralic notes. You have these soft woods that come into play, dry woods I should say as well, or I should add there, like hinoki, and you have cedar wood here. You also have a bit of cypress here for an aromatic presence. It's a beautiful fresh fragrance. I feel very fresh and clean when I wear this. It doesn't have a generic, shower gel smell. There is a soapy sort of quality that this fragrance does have, or a quality that it does possess. Ultimately, just a fresh, clean, beautiful, well-constructed, high-quality perfume. I absolutely love this stuff. This is one that I wear solely for the smell, and the performance is just an added bonus there. Absolutely love this stuff. It's gorgeous, guys. When you have the opportunity, definitely secure yourself a sample of Ensemble Mineral from Cult of Kaori, because it is just that stunning. The brand of Tom Ford has been releasing some really great stuff as of late, at least in my opinion they have, all right? This one here I've talked about a lot from fall into the winter. I absolutely love this stuff. It's beautiful. It is Eau d'Ombre leather from Tom Ford. And the reason why this is on this list today, not just because it's my scent of the day today, it is actually because this is an eau de toilette concentration that performs, projects, and lasts. When I wear this one here, I usually go about 12 to 14 sprays, which is not my usual norm. It's outside of my norm, but I find that is the best spray routine for me when wearing this fragrance, especially like if I want to get noticed and things like that. But performance aside, the smell of this one. So it's spicy, right? It's warm, it's spicy, it's kind of flirty and seductive in a way. You have cardamom, ginger, along with coriander. You have some vanilla, and of course that leather. Now the leather here comes across as smell and texture of suede. I get a suede leather presence, right? As I said, like smell and texture. You also get this beautiful, creamy, slightly sweetened vanilla in here. Absolutely stunning stuff. Many people compare this to Baby Cat. I have Baby Cat. I don't really talk about Baby Cat all that often on my channel because I'm really not a fan of that scent. I bought into the hype and I was pretty disappointed, if I'm being honest. This is a great alternative to Baby Cat. I think this fragrance is just exceptional, both in smell, the performance category. It just smells great on my skin. It projects well off the skin, off of my skin as well. I just absolutely love this. It is right now my second favorite fragrance of this, or second favorite flanker of the Ombre Leather series. I still love the original Eau de Parfum. I love that fruity leather combo. This one here, you don't have the fruits anymore. You have that leather vanilla thing going on, a little ambery as well, along with the spices, as I mentioned in the beginning. A beautiful scent. I absolutely love this stuff. Both men and women could wear this. It's a great unisex, compliment getting scent. Again, that's long lasting. That's why it's on this list here. But overall, just a fragrance that I think smells really fantastic, guys. Tom Ford Eau d'Ombre Leather. Sticking with designers here, man, you have to have a sweet tooth to be able to appreciate this fragrance here. You cannot deny, though, that it is pretty damn fantastic. Emporio Armani's Stronger With You Intensely. Yes, this is a very sweet, very powerful fragrance. And you have to be careful with this one because it is potent, right? It is potent. So you have toffee here. You also have vanilla, tonka. You have some lavender. The lavender here is actually pretty heavy. You actually get a good dose of it here. It almost has like this amber fougere kind of thing going on. At least that's what I get from it. You have the amber accord, of course, that gives it this slightly, resinous sort of feel to the fragrance. But overall, it is pretty sweet with the caramel, the vanilla, the toffee. But man, this stuff is beautiful. I'll never forget that time in New York during Scent Explorer weekend when my fiance and I, we were in just kind of walking around New York City, and I happened to go into Sephora. I sprayed this on my skin, and I just said, man, why don't I have a bottle of this in my collection already? It smells freaking amazing. It's so good. I just love this stuff. I love it. It's a very good scent. Admittedly, there's specific occasions that I want to wear this, right? Like, it's not something that I personally pull for every single day. I just feel like sometimes it's a little bit too youthful for my taste and my personality. Not that like I have this mature grown-up personality. I mean, hello, if you watch my videos, but for the most part, when I would want to wear this, I really don't see myself wearing it. Like, for example, The Office. This isn't an office scent to me. It's not something I would personally wear into the office, but I love the scent profile. I like talking about it. Although it may not sound like it's my favorite fragrance in the world, it's not. Many people adore this and love it, and I agree. It's a great scent that I really enjoy, but for me, it's like specific occasion for me, right? I know I'm going on a tangent and most of the stuff is irrelevant that I just said to the video, but I want to point that out, that just because something is not my favorite doesn't mean I have a problem recommending it to you, because maybe you don't have the same exact taste that I do, and this sounds like you're liking. Maybe you have that sweet tooth, right? And if you do, this is one worth trying. I'm happy to have it in my collection. I think it smells great, guys. Stronger With You Intensely from Emporio Armani. A very potent, long-lasting fragrance. I'm pretty certain that I am the only one speaking about this small batch indie niche house. They're based out of America. The perfumer puts out phenomenal fragrances, and I love this collection of fragrances. So much so do I love this line of fragrances that I did a dedicated video to it. I'm talking about Dreaming in Oud from For the Scent of It. Are you guys fans of oud? Do you like the note of oud, or did you used to like it and then you got bored with it because there are so many oud fragrances out on the market today? I don't know. Just thought I would strike up a conversation with you. This one is just so lovely. I love the combination of these powdery nuances that you get with carrot seed, with iris, but it's blended also with warm spices like cinnamon. Man, and this is like a breath of fresh air because you have orange as a note and you could definitely smell the orange, but it's not a fruity oud fragrance like we're accustomed to, right? Oud maracuja and fragrances of that style. I think you get my drift, right? Because this is a very complex oud fragrance, right? You have that fruity orange, but you also have warm spices in the mix. You have the powdery qualities from the carrot seed, from the iris. You also have a little hint of rose as well playing a part here. Vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka. A woody oud fragrance. The oud here is going to be very approachable. It doesn't really have a funky, like barnyardy smell to it. It has more of like this birch tart, earthy, charred wood, smoky feel to it, if that makes sense to you. I hope it does. Get yourself a sample. Try this. It lasts all day on skin. This is an example of less is more. You don't want to choke yourself out. You don't want to end up choking people around you out. Just go easy on the trigger with this one. But boy, this is a beautiful, beautiful perfume. Under $100 for a 30 ml here in the States. And man, this packs a punch. So it's well worth the money. For the scent of it, dreaming in oud. Here's another fresher fragrance that actually performs really great on my skin. Sometimes I get 8 hours, sometimes I get 10 hours. It depends on the weather. It depends on how dry my skin is. But I'm talking about the fragrance from Parlez-moi de Parfum. This one is called Wake Up World. Parlez-moi de Parfum. Why did I have such a hard time saying that? I talk about the brand quite a bit. This was a subscriber recommendation to me. And my God, I love this fragrance. In fact, I've been wearing quite a bit of this fragrance this year, okay? I wear this stuff at least once a week. It smells phenomenal, guys. It's fresh because you have green apple in here. You also are going to have bergamot along with Turkish rose, vanilla, tonka, ambroxan, and benzoin. Benzoin gives it a little resinous touch. There is a bit of this amber, like kind of glow that it has to it. Ultimately, a fresh fragrance. There is a light musky animalic feel here. Man, this stuff is incredible. I absolutely love this stuff. All day performance, no problem. I already talked about that. A great smell. Very gentlemanly, classy, sophisticated. That it smells great, and I absolutely love this stuff. It's just a phenomenal smell. It's one of those fragrances where I could just come down here in my fragrance collection and just pop the cap, take a sniff, because I just want to smell the fantastic fragrance that's right here from the atomizer and the cap. So Parlez-moi de Parfum, if you guys are looking for a fantastic fresh fragrance that has a bit of staying power and some legs like Ensemble Mineral has, also check out Parlez-moi de Parfum Wake Up World. I want to talk about a beautiful tobacco scent. One of my very favorites, okay? And no, it's not Guerlain Honey Tobacco. I've talked about that one enough. From Parfum de Marly, this is Herod. Herod is a fragrance that I get 8 to 10 hours with. I have heard talks that maybe there was a reformulation. I can't speak to that because I haven't tried the new batches. I have this. This bottle is, several years old at this point. With this one here, I enjoy this. Well, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. This is definitely inspired by Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Now, admittedly, this does go in its own direction, okay? But you have the fruity nuances that Tobacco Vanille has, because here you have osmanthus. The osmanthus creates this powdery, creates this fruity effect, okay? You also have the ashy, smoky qualities that's also could be found in Tobacco Vanille. Now, what makes this different is the incense and the way that the woods are utilized here. So, this does have the tobacco, the spices, the vanilla, and also that, fruity feel with the osmanthus, though osmanthus in here inherit dried fruits in Tobacco Vanille. Now, this does go in its own direction. Like I was saying, it's smoky. With that incense, you have more of a cold spice presence here, I would say, to my nose. The incense could be doing that too, because incense does have a cold smell in perfume. You have, again, that smoky incense along with the ashy tobacco, the vanilla. Oh, this stuff is beautiful. It is beautiful. This is one, guys, where I had to kick the dust off this year and pull this one out and wear it. And once I did, I was just reconnected to the love I have for this beautiful incensey, smoky, fruity tobacco fragrance that I adore. I admire this stuff. It's great. I wear this one into the office. I don't mind. It does really well, actually. Both clients and my colleagues do, give me positive feedback when I'm wearing Herod. And I just enjoy the scent profile. It's a fantastic fragrance that I could see many men and women liking this and wearing it themselves, right? Not just me, hyped up for good reason. One of Parfum de Marly's best sellers. is Herod, and I completely understand the hype. This is a fragrance that I just told you I adore, and I do. I absolutely love this one, guys. If you're looking for a long-lasting tobacco fragrance that has a nuanced character to it, that is like Tobacco Vanille, but definitely goes in its own direction, check out Parfum de Marly Herod, guys. It is fantastic, and I don't think that you'll be disappointed with this one here. The house of Lorenzo Pazzalia gets a ton of limelight, ton of love, myself included. I give Lorenzo's brand a lot of love because many of their creations, though they're chaotic, they're exceptional. However, this fragrance in particular seems to fly under the radar. I'm talking about Homme from Lorenzo Pazzalia. I love this fragrance. This is so great. We'll do one spray for you guys because just like the rest of Lorenzo's line, this is very potent. Right off top, booze, rum, whiskey, boozy. Light fruity nuances come into play here. Maybe a bit of that bergamot and caramel mixed together with the rum, giving me a bit of a fruity impression here. But there's also these earthy facets that come in. Birch tar, labdanum, patchouli, right? And then grounding the scent, going to be a bit of oud. Not too prominent, but it's definitely there and noticeable. If you're not a fan of oud, you're probably not going to like this one. In addition to that, you have leather here, which adds this beautiful masculine touch because of the earthy qualities that I mentioned. It's boozy, it's earthy, it's lightly sweetened, and then you have the dark complexity of the patchouli, of the oud, and of the labdanum here as well, guys. Fantastic boozy, earthy scent here that I absolutely love. I love leather and oud together. I love a little bit of fruitiness along with the boozy facets. This one checks all the boxes for me. I love this perfume. I wish more people would get their hands on this and try it because I think that you would be impressed not only of the quality of the scent and the staying power, but just the scent profile overall. It's just magnificent. This is one where it's like night out with the boys, you know what I mean, type of fragrance because of the boozy nuances, right? Kind of strikes me as that. A great one if you're dressed in all black and heading out to like a date night or something like that. Man, just phenomenal stuff here, guys. I absolutely love this. Definitely get yourself a sample of Homme from Lorenzo Pazzalia because, well, I said so, and because it is that damn good, guys. Again, Homme from Lorenzo Pazzalia. This next fragrance that I'm going to speak of is one that you're very familiar with if you've been watching this channel from the past couple months on. I'm talking about Alin from Day 3 Fragrances, the most exquisite vanilla fragrance that you will get your nose on, or put your nose to, however you want to view it. Rose, vanilla, oud, leather, a bit of this powdery orange blossom. Oh, what a phenomenal scent this is. What a phenomenal, long-lasting scent this is. I absolutely love this. This is right here, gentlemen. If you are out there and you're like, vanilla and I don't get along because vanillas are too frou-frou, cupcakey, very feminine, you need to try. This is the one. This is the one for you, I'm telling you, and the reason is you have so many other nuances going on. You have the oud, you have the leather, you have a little bit of that rose impression. That orange blossom just adds a nice little powdery touch. Man, this stuff is just phenomenal. Can't forget about the leather, right? Masculinity, baby. This is, incense too. Forgot about that. This is a masculine vanilla if I ever heard of a masculine vanilla before. It is that good. It's exquisite. This is black tie event. This could also be worn casually. Whenever you want to pull for Alin by Day 3 Fragrances, you can. It is very versatile. It is cold weather appropriate right now. It is bitter freaking cold out still. I can't wait for the spring. Where are you, spring? But at least we'll get to enjoy our cold weather fragrances here on the East Coast for a little bit longer. I hope you guys too over there on the West Coast and wherever you're watching in the world. Hope you're enjoying your cold weather fragrances. But guys, Day 3 Fragrances Alin is a must try, man. If you are looking for an exquisite vanilla fragrance that packs a punch and smells fantastic and will have you smelling fantastic as well, this is the one right here. If you guys took a shot every time I said the word fruity, you'd be hammered by now. And I'm going to say it again. This one is Boss Bottle Absolute. Though not really a fruity fragrance, right? I just feel like being my funny, quirky self. And don't tell me I'm not funny, because that will be very offensive. Actually, it won't. But that's all right. This one here starts off, though. There is a fruity presence here, right? But that fades and subsides, and what gets pushed up front towards you or towards your nose, and what people will actually smell is a bit of incense, some patchouli, myrrh resin, some cedarwood. There's Divana here as well, and some leather. Now, I want to touch on the patchouli. It is very much a chocolatey patchouli, and with that fruity opening that I always talk about with this fragrance, it gives you almost these gourmand-like vibes, but it's slightly boozy too with the Divana and the way that it's used here. A very complex, beautiful scent, and then you can't forget about that leather accord here. Awesome fragrance. This smells like something a niche brand would release, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we got something from the niche world that kind of was inspired by Boss Bottle Absolute, especially with all Absolute, not Absolute. Absolute. I wouldn't be surprised if a niche brand tried to do their spin or take on this, or their twist on this, because it's received a lot of love for good reason. This is exactly what I would love to see from designers. Not so much like a fragrance like this, but taking a risk. And what I mean by that is normally mainstream designers just play it super safe. This isn't safe by any means. Granted, it's got a lot of love. Many people in the community that don't create content love this. I've spoken to many people that would wear this too, and mainly, this is not something super fresh that you would see from a mainstream designer. This is very risky, especially even if you just take a look at darker scents that get released from designers. There's a dark tone to them, like the Wanted line, right? They have a darker nuance to them, but they're mainly very sweet, ambery fragrances. Well, here, it's a completely different direction. This is dark. It's lightly boozy, yet you have that fun, flirty, fruity kind of thing happening here, and that chocolatey patchouli. But really, this is a very complex, long-lasting, beautiful scent. Very masculine for sure. Adored by women. Love the way a man smells when wearing this. I've been complimented, but others in the community have been complimented as well. I have eyes everywhere. Trust me when I tell you that. This stuff is phenomenal, man. I absolutely love this. What's your opinion on Boss Bottle Absolute? You tried it, you like it, you love it, you don't. It's okay. Share your feedback down below. I'd love to know your take on Boss Bottle Absolute. For me, it's an absolute love. And of course, performance, great, over 8 hours, easy on my skin. I love the scent profile here. Now, the last fragrance that's going to conclude the list here has pretty much been my signature scent for the cooler weather. Ever since it started cooling down here on the East Coast, I really have been wearing the hell out of this fragrance. So since late October, early November, all the way through to now, I've been rocking the hell out of Reflection 45 by Amouage. This is part of the Exceptional Extrait collection, which also has Jubilation 40, and you have Interlude 53 in there. A great collection of fragrances. This one, though, it's my favorite. I absolutely love this stuff. It's great. I love the original Reflection, man, as many of you probably know. And what I love about this one is the added depth, the added complexity to it, and getting more so in line with the what Amouage is really known for, right? They're known for these kind of dark, mysterious fragrances, and with Reflection, man, it was kind of taking Amouage in a different direction, because Reflection Man is very fresh in many ways, and it's white floral focused or centric, and it's geared towards men, right? Reflection Man. Well, this one here goes back to the Amouage roots. It takes the original Reflection Man DNA, which is very white floral, powdery, and that sort of things. Beautiful creamy sandalwood note to it. But you take all that and then you infuse it with patchouli, with vetiver, dry, woody, earthiness. You have frankincense and myrrh here for this, sweet, resinous, smoky nuances and presence that those two notes can provide to a perfume are provided here, along with, again, that white floral and powdery nuances that the original was known for, kept here with added depth and complexity, which is why I just absolutely love, 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 and adore this fragrance. And I'll keep loving on it, and I will keep enjoying it, guys. If you want a good place to start, in my opinion, with Amouage, Reflection Man. If you want some more added depth and complexity, Reflection 45 will be the one for you. 45 is the number, is actually due to the amount of perfume oils that it's concentrated at. So it's concentrated at 45%, and it is an exceptional extrait that I absolutely love, guys. From Amouage, Reflection 45. All right, that is the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to read your comments below. Don't forget to throw up a like and subscribe to the video. Hit all notification bells so you don't miss out on any future content of mine. Don't forget to follow me on my other social platforms, and I will see you guys back here with another video very soon. Until that time comes, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember, spray your fragrances appropriately. I love you guys. Thanks again. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.